Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, take 2. It's not even Mercury retrograde. I can't even blame it on that. But I seem to be incredibly tongue-tied. Even when I'm speaking to humans real time, I'm incredibly tongue-tied at the moment. And I don't know why. Anyway, good evening. I do hope that you're all warm. See, I told you, didn't I? But I am going to carry on. Warm, well, and happy and healthy. We carry on, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, this is an intuitive read. I don't read from traditional deck spreads or books. I shuffle, yabba, whatever jumps out. I read intuitively. I don't know how it works. I just know that it does. Okay. I get a message in my head, and afterwards, every time I have to listen back because I have no idea what I've said the minute I press stop on the recording. It won't resonate with you all. There are 8 billion of us on this planet, and we're not all up to the same thing, are we? But do know that we all have earth, air, fire and water right across our charts. So please do have a look right through the channel. All the readings that I've got, they're all timeless. There's over 200. If there's a message in there for you and you feel that it resonates, messages for you guys, okay? So that's okay. If this message isn't for you, this message just isn't for you. But do check out one of my other reads, okay? Because there's plenty there to feast your eyes and ears on. Some amusing, some not. Have a look at some of my bloopers where I'm even more tongue-tied. And yeah, I am funny sometimes. Anyway, okay, this is for guidance and entertainment purposes only. Okay, any decisions that you decide to make as a result of watching this reading are on you. Not me or the channel, not my responsibility, yours. You're grown up, you're responsible for your own actions in this life, okay? Jolly good. Right. Let's find out what you've been up to, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I get the feeling first card I've got here is, okay, you are closing something out, aren't you? You are finally closing something off. Right, I get the feeling something's been lingering in your energy for quite some time. And there's been a lot of false starts and a lot of false endings. And finally now it's reached the point where you're finding yourself thinking, oh, I haven't thought about that for quite some time. And it's giving you a feeling of freedom. It's setting you free. And that's lovely. I get the feeling this has weighed you down for the longest time. And it has been a burden to you. But I think time's moved on. The world keeps turning, doesn't it? And the time for whatever this is, could be a job, could be a relationship, could be a situation, has gone. You got your closure. But you haven't got your closure directly from the source. You found it within yourself. Okay? And in my mind, that's a better closure. Because you've made peace with it yourself. And you've made peace with yourself. Okay? You have to excuse me, you may or may not be able to hear this on the recording, but I have got an absolute level 2 gale blowing outside. It's insane. I suppose it's not going to blow the door down. Next card we've got is animals. You are finding comfort in things that you didn't normally find comfort in. You've been surprised that you found comfort in the places that you have, okay? And the most unlikely energies that you thought wouldn't help you have helped you. And that has given you strength. Strength, courage and conviction, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, to carry on in your quest for healing and closure. You're starting to understand just how magic you really are, okay? And you're starting to understand that you have the power to drive your life, you have the power to change your life, the game shakers, the world changers, the move makers, okay? You are one of those. You're quite extraordinary. And in this gives you your moment to find your wings and transform into the real you, okay? Which is wonderful. And this is brought about by healing. Yeah, healing's definitely in here. With this closure, you've got healing, transformation and closure. Really 3 wonderful cards to have here. Okay, for whatever reasons, it could be a childhood issue that you've put to bed. It could be a long-standing in and out issue, and that's it. Your healing's coming in. You're getting your closure. It's giving you inspiration and courage. inspiration, courage, strength and transformation. What a wonderful, wonderful set of cards. I mean, really, it's like 3 suns in the deck, isn't it? Wonderful. You have been talking to spirit, you have been connecting, you have been meditating, you've been speaking. Sometimes even you're just driving down the bypass or something and you're talking out loud, you're still connecting to spirit, you're still speaking. Do you know what? I used to have a dash cam in my car. I haven't got one these days, but if my dash cam could publish some of the stuff it witnessed, I swear I'd be committed. But at the end of the day, when you talk aloud, you're connecting with source, you're getting it off your chest. It is a form of meditation in some respects, but it's also a form of prayer too, okay? It's not, prayer isn't, what's the word? It's not exclusive to religious persons, okay? Whether you're religious or spiritual or a little bit of both, or just how you feel about the world and your surroundings and your energy, we all ask for things, don't we? Manifestations, wishes. It's all good. It's okay, right? So trust in the process that you are following. You are a little bit shaky, a little bit worried about the path ahead, because you finally found closure. It's like it's a new world, it's a new beginning. It's almost like moving into a new house and waking up the following morning and for a couple of seconds not quite realising where you are, and then suddenly realising where you are, and it's all gone through and it's all what you wanted, and then that little feeling of elation comes up in your belly. Okay, so trust the process, yeah? You're doing all right. You're finding out exactly what you want, who you are, where you're going and how you feel about it, and you know it's okay, and that's lovely, isn't it? Right, okay, let's have a look here. Let's see what the wisdom of the oracle has to say to back this up, shall we? Okay. It's interesting. You had a feeling that this wasn't right. You had a feeling there was something else, there was something hidden. And you weren't wrong. You did doubt yourself sometimes. Let's just go and grab that. Hang on a sec. Oh. You doubted yourself at times because the person that you were connecting with, the energy attached to the situation was very manipulative and very clever because they were effortlessly about it. Very sort of blasé, very not forthcoming with information but not really caring, and sometimes they're the most convincing people, terrifyingly so, aren't they? Right, let's have a look what the vintage wisdom. Oh, that's good. Okay, let's have a look, shall we? Right, so what they say is intuition. Oh yes, beauty. Do understand your talent and your beauty and your gifts and exactly what you are. There you are. Back it up there. So this new, you feel it's like a little bit like a new relationship. It's really, really exciting. So you suddenly finally understand that this new person, this new life, this really exciting adventure has been created by you because it's within you and you made it happen and it's you. And when you suddenly realise how awesome you are, it's wonderful. Because you listen to that little voice, the little intuition voice, okay? It's all coming out. What you thought was being hidden from you was, and you know it. And it's closure because it's validation. It's validation, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's validation. And there is much to celebrate here. Yeah. Freedom and celebration. You are free from the shackles of this emotional prison that you've been shackled up. A lot of the battle has been with yourself for quite some time, but it hasn't been helped by those manipulating you to draw off your energy and drink from your cup without returning. Could be boss, could be relationship, could be anything, okay? But it's got to the point now where you suddenly realised, no, it wasn't what I thought it was. I was upset about what it could be. And here comes a union within yourself. Union within yourself. You're understanding. And the wonderful thing about this is you know this is a new era in your life. Nothing is ever, ever, ever going to be the same again. But it's a good thing. And this new era in your life means no more lack. No more settling, no more begging for attention, okay? No more thinking that you should just put up with or make do. You're understanding your hype, really understanding your hype. A lot of us say, yeah, I'm wonderful, I'm great, I'm the nuts, but you never ever actually believe it. But this closure here, you're actually really, 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 really starting to believe it. You really are all that and a bag of chips, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And the feeling is wonderful. It's exciting. It's like meeting a new lover and knowing that you're not going to get your heart broken because you've got your heart because it's you. Let's see what you're missing, shall we? So if there's anything you're missing that you need to be mindful of, that you need to look forward to. Let's have a look at Teal Swan's blind spot. Guardians, angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, thank you very much for coming and joining us today. Could you please, I think there's a couple here, pull me cards to show what Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio are missing. Is that just the one that's gone out? Ideally, I want one card. Yes, it's just one. Right, 22. This is the only time I actually read from the book, because I'm not able to connect with Teal's intuitive. She was in a trance when she made this deck, so I'm not able to connect with her intuitive thing. So when I read the explanation in the book, it actually opens up more for me. Okay, so 22, endurism. Okay, if you've drawn this sigil right now, you are enduring something that you should not be enduring. Well, you have been for quite some time, to be fair. You are probably telling yourself that that is good enough. You're not going to settle anymore, all right? You're not going to put up with or make do. Think about these common sayings. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. No pain, no gain, or it is what it is. These sayings all have one thing in common. They help you to release resistance to a situation where you feel helpless to get out of a painful circumstance. Releasing resistance is a good thing, so where is the harm in these sayings? The harm is that they can serve as justifications for not actively making changes as to move beyond a painful situation. They can serve to keep you stuck in pain. And this is why I love this deck, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, because they are serving to keep you stuck in pain. You may can do, maybe I did deserve it, maybe it was my fault. No, it wasn't. No, you didn't deserve it. It says, okay, you can only make a positive change to something that is real. Unless you know and admit what you really think, feel, need and actually want to do, you are working with illusion. You are not going to get anywhere. It's like building a castle on thin air. It will crumble. In this situation, you are not being authentic. What do you really think, feel, need and want to do? What is real? Let's have a look. It says, if you have drawn this sigil, you are becoming acutely aware of the situations in your life you think you have to endure. Get really aware that the excuses you make to justify enduring those situations. Look for ways you actually do have a choice in the situations you feel stuck in. Look at the things you could actually do to make a change. Take your power back. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you are sometimes trying to people please, but because you're so worried that people, you've got abandonment issues as well, I get. Some of you have. You're so worried about upsetting people because they'll leave you when these people haven't been very good to you anyway. So what is it that you're actually releasing and letting go of? Negativity, badness, dishonesty, dishonourable intentions? Is that really such a loss? I think it's more liberation, okay? So don't worry. All your life you've worried that you're not good enough, that you're some kind of fraud, that maybe you don't deserve it, maybe you're swinging a little bit. You're not. You deserve all good things, you deserve all great things. This is where this new feeling is coming in with the closure, okay? The closure of the situations of your old life and living in that energy of lack, which is not helpful and it's not realistic and it's not you, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You deserve everything good, great, prosperously abundant and absolutely excellent. You really, really do, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Do it, believe it. Anybody that tells you different, get rid of them, okay? You're really doing fine. Keep going and I'll speak to you next week. Cheers, guys.